How's it going, neighbors? This is Ed here with etrailer.com, and today we're going to check out the Performance Tools crimping and cutting tool. This guy's going to work between 10 and 22 gauge wires as far as the thickness, so let's check them out and see what they can do for us. All right, and this is 10 gauge wire right here, so we're going to go ahead and just give that a snip, and you can see it goes right through, even going through these thicker copper. We're going to go ahead and rotate, get it another snip. That's a pretty clean cut as far as the getting through the elements in the middle of our wire. So we're going to go ahead and make a connection. So I'm going to use using a butt connector. So you can actually feed this guy into it, and now that it's on the inside of the tube on the in there, you can use your crimper to secure it to the wire. So for this one, I want to get in here and make sure we crush that pretty well, give it some good pressure, and boom. So now it's crimped on. With this, you would do the same thing on the other side, and you would hit it with like a heat gun, maybe a lighter, to shrink this shrink wrap, and that'll be a solid connection. So this tool right here, I mean, it's pretty solid. I'm not a professional installer at all, but you know, I'm a DIY guy at home. I'm doing a lot of projects, and a pair of cutters like this would be pretty handy in your toolbox. Brad here, he's one of our installers here, and he is a professional, and I'd like to know what he thinks about the tool itself.
Sure. Yeah. Overall, I mean, we have a lot of performance tools that we use day in and day out. Our tools see a lot of abuse, and they hold up. I mean, this is going to cover a lot of your electrical needs, whether it be cutting, stripping, crimping, anything like that. If you're an electrician, this isn't going to be the one for you. Or if you're constantly doing a lot of electrical stuff, that's something you might splurge and get something that's got a little bit more features, your gauges of wire and all that. But honestly, for 95% of the electrical work that you'd be doing, this is going to cover it. It's going to work. You know, I'm a firm believer if you use a tool a lot, then you go out and buy the expensive ones. But there's really no need to. This is going to cover a lot, and it's a great addition to any RV, car, because if you have any electrical, you can cover it with this for the most part.
Our overall length is right at 9.5 inches. Right at the top, you can see you have a tip that's going to let you get into those tight spaces. You actually have a hardened cutting edge, so that's going to keep it nice and sharp for the long haul. And then you have these spaces down in the middle where you can actually crimp your connectors. Now, the material itself is drop forged vanadium, and that's going to allow it to give you a nice, solid, long life. And the handles themselves are very comfortable. So as far as fitting it in my hand, it feels good. This has been a look at the Performance Tools cut and crimp pliers for your electrical connections. I'm Ed, this is eTrailer. Have a great day.